And welcome to another exciting installment of the Terrorisk podcast. This is episode Who the Fuck Knows? I'm with Dimitri and Bo.
Hello.
Hello.
Should I keep doing the Giga Chad voice?
Yeah, keep doing whatever fucking voice you identify as. Whatever
Right.
pronouns match your voice, you should use that
Wow.
voice. I mean, whatever voice matches your pronouns,
Wow.
you should use that voice.
Wow.
So if you have like certain pronouns, use the voice, the appropriate voice that goes with it. Unless you're one of those people that believe that voice pitch has nothing to do with your pronouns, which I don't know.
Is probably most people.
Yeah, I don't really think about it that much, honestly.
Yeah.
But also, I can't really hear myself outside of my own head most of the time, so I'm kind of just like used to just existing.
Except
vocally.
the recording, at which point
Yeah,
you
I
want to
don't-
kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I
There's no
got
reverb.
I got pretty used to it because of
Nice.
all the singing and whatnot and blah blah blah.
Dude, I hate hearing my voice recorded.
Oh yeah, I used to fucking hate that shit so much, but it does get better.
That's good.
Surprisingly, like
I
at some
think,
point in my life, I didn't think that.
I think as a music producer, like, and after recording enough different people, it's like it doesn't faze me. Like, I know dry vocals with no effects attached sound with no mixing sound like dry vocals with no effects and no mixing. Like,
True.
so for me, and like, it's just, you know, it's like, I guess it's the way, like, if you look at a carpenter, right? If you take a carpenter and any layman's person, any layman's who doesn't fucking do carpentry looks at a block of wood, they're just gonna see a block of wood. Whereas a carpenter could look at a block of wood and it's like, yo, this is actually this is gold right here. And they're just looking at it like, what are you talking about?
$3,000 coffee table.
That's right.
See? Yeah,
No,
she
but
knows.
I would say that, that like depends on you having the skill to go from one to the other.
Are you saying I don't have the skill to go from one to the other? Are you saying I
No,
lack
no,
the
no. I'm saying
ability?
it's precisely because you have it that
Am
you know
I
you could
lacking
do it.
the ability?
I'm saying the average person lacks the ability, so when they hear their vocals dry, they don't know about reverb. They just
No.
think it sounds weird as fuck.
I got the same abilities as DJ Khaled. Okay, I'm like the best fucking project manager in the world. That's what music producers really are. We're just project managers.
Dude,
We don't produce any. No,
I
we do
feel-
produce.
If you want to one up DJ Khaled, you should like go out on a jet ski in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and then
just
like
never come
and then
back.
pop bottles.
No, you should be a little hoe like Diplo.
Ooh.
Diplo's a little hoe.
Dipho.
No, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I think I'm on a pretty good track when it comes to music. Only because it's not that I feel myself going to like richness and fame. It's just I feel like I'm finally on a path that I couldn't give a fuck what anybody else is doing. Like, you guys, like, any other musician could not affect me right now for my own music. Which
Wait, what's
is
the
great.
most money you've ever made off of music? Like a singular thing.
Off a singular thing. Probably like fucking $500 because one of my relatives' friends contacted me. It was one of my dad's. I don't even think they're like they're my relative. But one of my dad's friends was opening a business and wanted to do some stupid like online ad with like their own music production and shit, and they wanted to do it themselves, add their own footage, and they asked me to make a jingle for them, and I did, and he's like, I'll give you $500.
That's pretty good.
I don't know, who the fuck knows if they ever even, you know, used it or launched their online,
You got the money though.
Yeah, exactly.
but that's the most I ever made.
Nice.
Cool.
I mean, again, like, I don't expect, I mean, look, I think I've made more like socially.
Well, I mean,
you know,
yeah, if you have a
I've gained
job,
more in
obviously.
I gained more in like social wealth and connections than I have monetarily with music, I think.
That's fine.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I feel
but-
like that's typically the case for most.
But it's like a different skill set than actually being good at making music, right? Like,
Sure.
because I do, like, you know,
yeah, then you're offering like a service.
yeah, pretty much. And again, maybe if I wasn't employed, I would be way more prudent about like
Yeah.
fucking
hustling.
trying to make money off of music. But that makes you so annoying. I hate those kinds of. That's why I'm so okay with having like a day job and like just making like good music, because I'm like, I don't want to be one of those annoying fucking, you know, like hustling music producers. It's like,
Yeah, like, bro, listen to my mixtape, bro. Buy my beats.
it's like, no, that fucking
Can you rap on my
sucks.
beats?
And I feel like I learned way more as a music producer, being able to live comfortably, you know, like, than having to like struggle and shit.
Yo, can you rap on my beats?
I feel like it's very, very much a work-life balance too. I mean, you can have both, and like, I don't know.
You also know you also have to know how to manage your time.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, time management is a really big thing.
I mean, I think a lot of people think they know how to manage time, but they don't actually know how to manage time. Like, there's people, like, who are really good at making plans. Like, they're really good at making, like, intricate, plans and schedules and, like, whole calendars of events that are supposedly coming up and shit. But I see their shit, like, falling apart all the time. It's because the way they plan things out, they make, like, interpersonal connected plans. They made the kind of plans where, all right, if I could meet up with this person on this time and then we do this and it takes us this long and then I could leave from there and then meet up with this person at this time, and if everything goes smoothly, then the whole day goes smoothly.
Yeah, but that's if everything goes smoothly.
But it never ever does. So
And-
like, that's not being good with your time. That all that's doing is just kind of like project. It's like projecting the load of your time management onto other people. That's not being good with time. Being good with time is to it's actually being nice to your future self. That's how you open lines of communication with your future self, is to be able to do things now so that, like, your future self doesn't have to fucking deal with it when the time comes. And I really did come across this, like, new way of, like, quantum living. It's like, open the lines of communication with your future selves and your past selves. So to open the line of communication with your future self is just doing things now, like send messages to your future self, positive, good messages. Do things that your future self would appreciate you doing, so they don't have to deal with it. And then communicate with your past self by, like, forgiving your past self for all the times you fucked up and all that shit. And once like your past, present, and future selves are sharing thoughts.
That guy was an asshole. I don't know if I want to forgive him.
See, that's the problem. It's like, if your past, present, and future selves are sharing thoughts, then you are, like, that's apparently, like, quantum thinking.
Well, that just sounds like being, like, a coherent personality.
Yes.
Or
yeah.
I feel like I
100%.
just sum it up as, like, I don't know. For me personally, I try to aim to treat everybody like they're running on rave time and just constantly give myself a buffer in case anything bad happens so that I don't freak out from it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't say anything about how other people or what I do with other people. My thing is, like, I usually just opt to take the solo option every time. It's like, oh, do you want to meet up with them first and then come here? It's like, nah, I'll meet you guys there. Fuck that.
Yeah, you got the resources for that.
Yeah, I really just don't. I realized I absolutely hated relying on other people to get anywhere at all. Like, it just never works for me. And even public transit, I was like, fuck this. Like, never. Ever. Like, I will break my back to be able to, like, not have to rely on other people.
Okay, actually, can I, like, switch the topic slightly on a related note?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
Vacationing. When you go on vacation with other people, this sort of scheduling thing always comes up. Some people are like, oh, let's do everything in one day.
And then there's always the one guy in the
Yeah.
group who's like, I'm going to do my own thing. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.
That's what I'm at music. Like, when I used to go to music festivals, I would literally, like, map out my entire day and run back and forth. My friends would just be, like, fucking playing beer pong at the campsite for the entire day.
Like, oh, is Grimes playing? Shit, yeah.
Yeah, like, no, I was like, bye, guys. Like, I'm gonna go do my own shit. Like, that's why I like doing shit on my own too. But, like, yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's why I'm asking, because I feel like the best vacation plans I've had were when you schedule, like, one or two max things.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the after party. Here's, like, the morning thing.
Yeah.
That's where we all meet up.
just kind of, like, fuck around the rest of the time, and
Yeah.
like, who cares?
Yeah, usually when I go on vacation, it's just like, oh yeah, like, one thing on the itinerary, everything else just is like, fuck off time.
And that's funny, when everyone meets up and one person's missing, it becomes like a fun mystery. Like, holy shit, where the fuck is this
Fun
person?
mystery.
We're in fucking Thailand and our friend is gone. Are they picking
sounds
up?
like a fun
No.
mystery to me.
Like, they're not answering their messages.
Slightly concerning.
Dude, honestly, if I was on vacation with someone and they didn't know, like, how to pick up a phone reliably,
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just, like, not
What would you
talk
do
to
if
them.
What would you do if you knew they could pick up their phone reliably, but they didn't uncharacteristically?
I would be very concerned.
Yeah, then you would be like, holy shit, something's wrong, guys.
I'm like, this motherfucker either better be getting robbed or getting laid or, like, some shit.
In between. Yeah, something in between.
Getting robbed and late at the same time.
Right, it's that Euro trip.
Well, in Thailand, that's like pretty common too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But wait, okay. What was the most you ever made off your art, if you don't mind my asking?
You know, like 150. It's like a big painting.
Okay.
It's way more straightforward. I feel like it's just like, oh yeah, my thing is there, and tell somebody wants it.
Nice.
You know
Yeah.
Taj Bourgeois?
Yeah.
You know Frank Price paid Taj like $1,000 for like three of his paintings.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, you could probably sell your art for more money. If
I
you
got two
tried.
Taj pieces
Yeah.
right there. That's like my only real art that I own, honestly.
Yeah, all of my art is priced
He's
at
not wrong.
all of my
What?
all of my art is
I just
priced as
confirmed.
friend discount.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, your friends should want to support you.
Yeah, but also
Pay
most
money.
of my friends are broke.
Actually,
so.
those photos I have are by Tabitha Turchio.
Who's that?
She's the cute bartender that I have such a huge crush on. But she
Although
doesn't
the
know that.
one at
At a hop shop. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully she sees this podcast.
No.
It's like, wow.
Never gonna happen.
Wow, shout out.
You know what? No, but
Shout out
she
to
knows,
Tabitha.
She knows how I feel because
That's
like
right.
I have her
Tabitha,
number
you
and
the
like
girl.
I've drunkenly texted her like more times than I care to admit. It's like, yo, I'm so in love with you. And then like the next morning I would like see the text message I sent.
What
I'd
is
be like,
this simp shit?
no. I straight up tell her the next morning. I was like, yo, I'm sorry. I was like really fucked up.
No, I think the last time you went to Hop Shop and we were leaving, like you said, like you said like something, or like good night, honey, or some shit like that.
No, she said that. She calls
What?
me hun. She calls everyone hun. She's like, good night, hun. That's just
Oh.
what she does. That's just the way she's
No, I
affectionate.
heard you saying something back, and I was just like,
where's
oh,
Hop Shop?
Hop shops in like by the ferry.
sort of by the ferry.
Like in Staten Island?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I made like $100 a night playing in a musical. That was cool.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
that was like $400 or something.
Yo, so a little off topic, but not really, kind of relevant. With the whole lives, you've seen my live videos. I have
Yeah.
the machine and the.
I was
NPC.
in them even.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
was-
so you know how I do it. I've gotten the most traction, like the most views, when I was doing techno stuff. Like when I made techno that way, I think people really liked my techno stuff, like
Okay.
with that setup. And I think I'm gonna try. I think I could like gain traction doing techno, and I like techno. Like when I was at the
Alright.
warehouse party, they were playing hard techno and stuff, and
Nice.
I was like, this is good shit.
Techno's really in these days.
It is. Techno is really in these
Tech
days.
no. How about tech yes?
Ha ha.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so what do you think you want to do with the techno?
Hard techno.
Like,
Like
are you going to put like a spin on it? Or you just want to do like...
big reverby kicks, like boom, 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 like rumbly kicks.
So like minimal techno?
No, like hard techno.
But like hard minimal... I feel like big reverb on kick is like minimal.
No.
Because you want the space.
And
for
first
the-
of all, you mean like raw techno. I think that's what you're talking about. You're referring to raw techno.
You know what? I am not like a techno genre
And then, and
expert.
then there's like, I think there's like peak time techno. Peak time techno is like,
that?
it's like huge festival stage techno, you know?
Right.
Which is it's like the big room of techno. It's peak time techno.
Too much music.
What is big room mean?
House, big room house. Big room house is like the shittiest possible house, but it sounds good when played in like a large
It's like
open space.
lofty fancy warehouse shit.
But like, what makes it that? Like, what is the distinction between that and other?
So
types?
it's like one song you'll be listening to, like the break synth lead will be like dun 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 dun, and the next song will be like dun 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 dun, and the next one will be like dun 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 dun. You know, it's like just the same shit
okay,
after a while.
that-
You're like, fuck
that-
this.
It's like anthemy, but like it kind of has like that poppy aspect to it.
But the drops.
so that's the thing where all the
people love
normies go crazy.
But people
Yeah.
love the drops because it's always like dong
Yeah.
dong, and you have that one
Yeah.
sound effect. It's like the sound of a hard dick hitting a toilet seat, like.
what? That's
You know
the
that-
sound of a
Yeah, like
toilet
where the
seat.
fucking animals.
Yeah.
It's like your penis hitting the toilet seat.
No, but I also feel like that's why
Honestly-
dubstep got so popular for a while.
Bro, dubstep. Okay, do you know about the original like old school dubstep, the one that doesn't sound like Transformers? fucking?
of course, yeah.
Yeah, I missed that shit.
Oh my god, we weren't even really like
I
old enough for
was.
this.
That was like 08 to like 011.
Also wrong country, bro.
I listened to the British shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you like grime?
Well, no, I don't go like far enough back for like proper garage two step. That was like before.
Yo,
my time.
I know what song we're gonna make tonight. We're gonna make a drum and bass beat song. You remember that song where it's like all that song about having $1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's what we should do tonight. We should do
All
something
I
like that.
ever
Yeah,
wanted
and then I'll make the
was
drum
a
beat. It'll be like poof ka poof ka poof ka, and you could play the chords. It's some pretty shit, and she could do some gay singing.
Wow.
Yeah, I can do something.
And by gay, I mean happy, not the derogatory term
He
for
means
homosexual.
lesbian.
I'm a gay, I'm a gay, I'm a gay.
Yeah, something like that. Bengay. Bengay.
Like
Bo.
It smell like Bengay in here. Ha ha ha. It's like peak black comedy.
It smells like Bengay in here. Bow, 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 bow. I don't even know
that
what
should
you're
be the
referring
sample.
to.
It smell like cocoa butter in here.
No, honestly, I'm not saying that one.
No, it should be like.
Not, especially not after this fucking
No,
thing.
dude, it
This is
should
a
be like
fucking
da, da,
podcast.
da, 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 da. Smells like cocoa butter here.
Is that dubstep or Big
I
House?
don't even know. I was combining all of it.
No, just your pure vocals, but like just
Yeah, it's just a
Fucked.
acapella.
Okay,
I'm Reggie Watts now.
so the big secret is, I think it's like, all right, during those drops, you have like, it's a drop. It's supposed to be like the equivalent to a breakdown in a hardcore song, right? So you eliminate most elements. You just leave the kick. So for house, for example, just doof, 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 and you keep the sub going until it's doom, 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 doom. So you have the kick in the sub, and then you have one like huge, heavy, hot middle, mid-frequency lead. So it's like, you know, like in Animals, it's the dick hitting the toilet seat. In fucking in Tiesto songs, it's always like a really hot and sharp lead synth, like or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I see. So it got like the melodic anthem-y, like
Yeah, it is anthem.
like everyone
No,
like sings along to it.
the
Like,
drop. The drop is like
Wait, is
no,
that-
please don't play fucking Big House. I'll kill you if you play. I'll literally stab you in the neck if you played Big House right now.
play Small House.
Oh, they should be a Small House, but
Yeah,
Small
maybe,
House would
maybe
just
we
mean-
could invent it. Maybe we could invent Small House. It's like the worst.
microwave.
Like, like you just have like a really like small sounding kick drum, a really small sounding hi hat, really small chords. It's all like lo-fi as fuck.
I think anyone who would try to make
It just sound bad,
anybody who would try to invent a genre would just fail.
but like
miserably.
comfy.
Nobody can purposefully invent a genre. I don't think it works that way. I think you just do your thing, and if it's so different and so inspirational, it becomes its own trend. Then yeah, then you could say you invented
I'm
it.
gonna make Small House happen now. That is a challenge.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm gonna remember something real quick.
And then I'll be the artificial flamer to add like dynamic to the whole thing. So I'll be like, that's not Small House. Real Small House is blah blah blah.
Yeah, you
It's
should
been
add that
done
to the
before,
track.
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Make bullshit arguments just to like stoke the
Yeah.
fire. So some idiot, some poor sap will be like, actually, that's not true. From what you're
Right.
saying about Small House, it's actually blah.
Exactly. And like we invented it right at this
you
moment.
know, you know how like you're the charlatan like presenting a new product, and you always have like a plant in the crowd saying, "Wait a minute, that can't be real," and you're like, "You would think that, but in reality, it is
Dude,
real."
what if Small House is a genre?
Yeah,
and we just
exactly.
think we made it up.
Yeah. And it's like, aha, I knew a sir in the red shirt today would tell me that that's not a real genre. But
All right, I just wanted to check something.
What is that?
Have you heard the song?
no,
Can the audience hear this?
no, I don't want to hear this shit.
Actually, might get demonetized. Let's-
I'm not in the no. Let's not fucking do this right now.
What-
Stop
Why?
playing your fucking. No, only because like I'm afraid. Like I'm afraid even 2 seconds of like someone else's music is gonna get this shit taken down. I'm like
Damn.
paranoid. I don't want that to happen to us. You know, it's a bad feeling.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I just abuse like when I go live on Facebook, like I just play music all the time,
Look,
and I just keep on
The
continuing.
Terrorisk
the
YouTube
fucking-
channel has a spotless record, and I'd like to keep it that
Okay,
way.
fine.
I mean, we've had all sorts of like inflammatory things said on this podcast, but we've never really gotten a strike. You know,
We've never really abused copyright like that.
yeah.
we may have done verbal abuse,
I think
but not copyright abuse.
I think that's like the copyright law is the one thing keeping DJs from being like real artists
In what sense?
on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean because they just post like whole DJ sets?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
SoundCloud style?
Yeah. Even SoundCloud doesn't really allow that anymore. Like SoundCloud will
really?
take it. Yeah. SoundCloud
Yeah,
will plug
yeah.
you in
I
for
tried
shit.
to play Tony's stuff while I was streaming, and still everything got flagged.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very annoying.
Fucking
know.
copyright, man.
But you know what? This is why I don't have to worry about that anymore because I'm a music producer and I'm better than those DJs. It's like that meme. It's like you guys always think you're better than us. It's like musicians, producers,
Fucking DJs.
yeah, fuck
Fucking
DJs.
DJs or Meg.
Yeah,
Is that her name from Family Guy? The pink-haired, pink hat girl?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's apparently the ugly one in the family in the show, but which is
Like,
ironic
Peter
because
exists.
but she's voiced
Chris
by like
exists.
but she's voiced by Mila Kunis.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
it's that's why it's funny.
Yeah, I always
It's like-
forget that.
I feel like all of them are like not good looking.
Mila Kunis?
No, I mean all the Family Guy characters.
I think Lois could get it.
Dude.
I mean, she's a cartoon woman, like, but she could still get it.
Dude, like, kind of secret, my friend has a 3D printing, like, company thing.
I don't know if I'm gonna like where this is going, but
and he, like, 3D prints, like, nude figurines of copyrighted characters.
Okay.
He makes bank.
Oh my god, there's like this fucking Facebook page that has the most lewd fucking
yeah,
figures
like
ever.
Hatsune Miku naked on her knees with cum all over her. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's not art though. It's like figurines.
It's art.
No. Also, it's
I mean, it is art, but
no.
It's
In
not
terms
like
of
drawing.
in terms of novelty, there's huge value there, right?
Yeah,
like,
no, people buy it. I was like, what?
I mean, let's say you have every bit of like mainstream Hatsune Miku memorabilia because you're just a super nerdy fucking freak, you know, and like you love that shit, so you buy all of it, and then here you go on eBay and then you see like a nude figurine, like it's pristine condition, and it's just of her covered in cum, and it's like you have to have it because you have everything else Hatsune Miku. You could be like a 10-year-old child, but if you're that into it and you see that on the internet, you're gonna be like, this is disgusting.
I know a handful of my friends who would actually totally hop on that shit.
Yeah,
so.
you're like, I need to buy that shit. Also, even as
if you want some of that, ask my friend. I'll pick you up.
I mean, even as a dude, you could also like have it ironically now. I feel it's like, what the fuck is that on your desk? It's like,
no,
dude,
it's
like, oh, I don't
all
jerk
dudes.
off to
All
this.
my dudes are friends who'd want that.
It's like, I don't jerk off to this. It's just like,
yeah, okay, buddy.
I just got it for shits and giggles.
yeah, like, you know,
No,
I'm just playing porn. Like when you walked in, I had my pants down. It's just like me chilling, bro.
It's
I don't
all
know.
up front, man.
No,
I'm just bluffing.
I would have a
I
nude
was just
figurine.
shitposting
I would
you.
have a nude figurine, but it would have to be like really funny and ironic. Like it has to be like nude anime AOC figurine or something. You know, it's like
that'd be funny as fuck.
Is that Alexandria Ortega Cortez as an anime character, but as a nude figurine? Yep, that would be sick though. You know,
That would be sick.
You can get custom pop figures now, so
yeah, and
you
AI
can like
will generate the models for you too.
yeah, you can like come on those.
I don't want to
If
come
you
on
want.
those.
Yeah.
Though. That ruins
Who
the
would wanna fucking
ruins the
come on a
market
pop
value.
figure though?
What?
A custom pop figurine.
Well, dude, it all started with that fucking pony in a jar guy. You know?
You
know
know
about
what?
that?
No, people have been jerking off. Did you ever see the movie Grandma's Boy?
No,
Mm-mm.
but I have a feeling I know what happened.
Yeah, it was a
Give
good.
it the topic of this conversation.
No, it was a good movie. It was about these degenerate game designers, adult game designers. They're like big man children, but they go through their stupid. It's a comedy, like almost slapstick, and like you know he goes to his friend's house because he has to sleep there. He tries to jerk off to the figurine in the back. I think it's Laura Croft.
Ooh.
And then his friend's mother walks into the bedroom thinking it's his son. She's like, "What are you doing in there, Jimmy?" He opens the door and he's like, "What?" And then he turns around and he comes on his friend's mom.
Ski skeet, motherfucker.
Yeah, we
Wow.
love that situation. We love accidentally coming on our friends' moms.
Beautiful.
That happened to me like all the time growing up.
I wish I knew.
You know what? That's actually
Do
a
you
lot
want
more.
your mom cum gun?
That's
Is that
no.
what you're
No, that's actually a lot more common than you think, right?
Common.
Where it's like,
Yeah, my brain was just like.
No, you're at your friend's house, right? And you're in the kitchen. Your friend goes to take a piss, and you're sitting at the table. And then like your friend's mom bends over to like get something through the kitchen table, and then you notice like her underwear sticking up, and then she gets up, notices her underwear sticking up, then looks at you, and then gives you a really quick like half a second smile, and then quickly turns away, and then you just like before you could like register in your head like, did that really happen? Then your friend just comes in, and then you just like write that shit out of your memory, but you know deep down that happened. Like that fucking just happened. Like,
Well, it's nice that you have friends with attractive moms.
you never had a friend with attractive moms? Or
I
a
probably
friend
did.
with attractive
I
moms?
probably
Yeah.
did.
I didn't really interact with my friends' parents that much.
with some banging moms, like some hot moms, and some of them were girls. So I was always like, damn, if
Ooh.
that's what she's gonna grow up to look like, she's gonna be like
Ooh.
super hot.
Ooh.
Yeah, I never had these experiences. I don't know.
What did
Everybody
what
thinks
was-
my dad is hot though, so I guess
Yeah.
that's my thing.
Yeah, I've seen
You'll
him in
grow up to look like
photos.
you're a sexy dad.
That'd be like.
Yeah. My mom was pretty hot too when she was younger.
The only thing that makes anyone ugly is stress.
Yeah.
People who are stressed out usually like look repellent.
I look so fucking tired all the time.
It's
Whenever I
actually
see-
funny, you know. Like I really think you could take a person who like looks like one way, in 1 minute make them look like distressed, stressed, and really upset, and they will look ugly. But then like if
Yeah.
you just like went back in time and made them just opposite, like really happy and joyful and blissful, and then took the same picture at the same time, they would just look way more attractive.
Yeah.
I think that's just the way people work.
Yeah, I also think confident people like the way they act influences how they look.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
for sure.
it helps to just always be confident.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it took me a while to do that. I mean, I'm still pretty confident for the most part. I just like kind of like talk like I'm stuck in the past.
That's fair.
Yeah, because like most of the shit that I talk about in the past is like me analyzing my past instead of like brooding on it.
I think your mom, like, you know how like men go to war and they get smacked with like PTSD.
My mom just PTSD.
I think she got like
me.
PTSD drip fed, like drop.
No,
by
no,
drop
literally, I grew
over
up with my
years.
mom,
like
like-
just drip of PTSD, like a little bit at
Like
a time.
my
Chinese
mom
water torture.
decided to be a stay-at-home mom to raise me, and my dad would only really like hang out with me on the weekends. And my dad
So,
had
like,
no
working?
idea what the fuck was going on. So yeah, I got PTSD all over.
Oh, did
Yo, you know what could fix that? I think if he did something like intentionally more traumatic, it'll overwrite any
No,
trauma.
Oh,
it does
dude.
not work.
It does.
No,
not.
honestly, no. That's how I felt about this year.
This is
Honestly.
what we should do.
No, this
Look,
year was
look,
literally.
Listen. Here's my plan. We get like a workout bench, right? We lay it down right here. We put you on your back, right? And then you just get really comfortable, right? Then we put a towel over your head. And then we just like have a bucket of water, and then we pour it over your towel.
That's
face.
not gonna do shit to me.
So you're
man.
not actually getting water poured on your face; it's just over a towel. And then we see how long we get.
Chris, my parents used to dunk my head into a bucket of water in the bathroom because they wanted me to learn how to
This
swim.
is different. This is not like dunking your head. This is different. What we're talking about is a specific technique for overcoming stress and building character.
Dude,
So we lay you down, put a towel over your head, and then we just pour water over the towel, and then we count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, and if you get to 10, then you win,
It's not gonna. It's not gonna.
and you
it's not
get
gonna work on me.
superpowers.
The last time I tried that to a person, they told me like all the secrets about Israel.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, all right. Here's everything you want to know about
Damn.
Israel. I'd be like, what?
The way that I got waterboarded by my parents allowed me to come out and say all this other bullshit.
Wait, your parents waterboarded you? You gotta
Recently.
explain. You gotta.
Okay. So my parents put me into swimming lessons, and I didn't know how to like breathe like, properly, so they just randomly dunked my head in a gigantic bucket of water,
I would do that
thinking
to my
that I would
daughter.
be able to like learn how to breathe after I got my head out from underwater.
Well, you would have to breathe.
Yeah.
But that's not learning how to breathe.
Yeah, so that kind of traumatized me.
You know
so,
what's awesome to me though?
yeah.
Did you ever see those videos of like these schools where they take like infant newborn babies and they teach them how to swim by throwing them in the like
Yeah.
you could teach babies how to swim where you
Yeah,
just
and then
throw-
they just like float like on their backs and stuff like that.
Yeah, like-
but the
and-
thing is, they throw them in with floaties originally. They don't just do it like without any
yeah,
safety.
but they could teach these babies to just hold their breath. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
You know what else they could teach babies to do? Play like piano super well.
really?
Yeah,
Like
like you know,
infants?
like the freaking like 5-year-old like piano.
No. I'm
prodigies.
talking about like not
Fuck
even
that
like
shit.
2 months old. Like they teach them how to like float around. Like they can't. They're not swimming, but they're like just floating around and like all serene underwater, not drowning. It's crazy. You got to see it. Like
Underwater?
Yeah. They're literally just floating around
You mean-
underwater, like perfectly calm.
Is this like the Nirvana?
Yeah.
album
No. That's
thing?
no. I swear.
No
to God,
way.
I swear to God. Like that's exactly what it looks
No
like.
fucking way.
Literally, they have school because what they do is they're training babies in situations like what to do if like
Sorry,
you know
Kat.
they go like over a ship or into a pool by accident. Like there's a way to teach like babies that young to be able to survive and like float underwater, and it's insane. Like I was
Okay.
like, holy shit, I had no fucking idea. Are you googling this?
Yeah, how
you
I
gotta
even
see
Google
this. Like,
it?
you gotta look up infant swimming training. It's insane. And I was watching it, and it looks goofy too. It looks really, really funny. It's like you just see these little babies floating underwater. You're like, what? How is that little shit not
I
drowning?
mean, it just sounds like your parents didn't know how to teach you how to do this.
My
sort of
parents
thing.
didn't know how to parent.
actual schools for this shit. It's insane.
I feel like most parents don't know how to parent though.
Babies learn to swim before
Look at
they
this
can
shit. Look
walk.
at that. Look at that. Does that thing look like it could swim? No, but
No, they like they don't like
Look at that.
they just float on their backs.
Look at that shit. Look at that little baby ass motherfucker. Look at that little baby.
Okay, well, people can't hear. What's the video called for the viewers?
Babies learn to swim before they can walk.
That's fucking insane, man. That's crazy.
Huh.
Look at this shit. Look Look at that little fucking baby.
I mean, they were in a fucking womb, so like, I mean, I guess.
But it looks like they're kind of something floating, no?
Yeah, like they're not floating serenely underwater. Like this is what I was thinking.
But that's still insane. Like, look at those little things.
They're not that young.
No, but
like
they can't walk yet. That's
yeah,
still
they
pretty
can't.
fucking
Yeah,
young.
it's like they. But I mean, it makes sense that.
Well, look, several of my friends had kids recently, and they're like probably less than 5 months or like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm gonna try this. Don't tell them.
What?
Just throw the baby.
Yeah, I'm
in
just
the
gonna try
water.
this with their kids.
Yo, I
When they're
bet
not
you,
looking.
I bet you if I threw that baby in a full tub right now, I could figure it out.
Yeah, let's go.
I feel like I can get the logic behind it though, because like babies react to like their surroundings and shit. If they realize they're in danger, they're gonna try to cry, and if they can't, then they get filled with fucking water. So you immediately fucking pull them out. Like they're not gonna drown. Like they like learn first.
Drown.
Yeah, because like they.
Why didn't they like breathe in the water like automatically by accident?
No, I think it's an instinct.
It's
I think it's an.
strange.
Yeah,
I think it's an animal instinct.
It's instinctual, and like also like if you originally like throw like a baby who hasn't experienced a pool before into a pool of water, like they have the initial shock, but then when you do it again and then you correct it so that they can actually breathe, they can they can eventually get the idea that, oh, I have to flip around
To breathe, yeah.
breathe, and then they like know how to do that.
Oh shit, this is sick.
Interesting.
Oh no!
You
Oh my
gotta try
god!
this.
Yes,
This
please.
is hardcore.
I have been sober all
like
fucking
crackling.
day. Oh my god, it's crackling.
I have been sober all fucking day. You know what? You should have been one of those like Hong Kong girls who grew up in Britain. You know what I'm talking about? You know
Oh yeah, I think about that sometimes.
You know those Hong Kong girls that grew up in Britain?
No, what is that?
Well, you know how like there's a huge British presence in the country of Hong Kong.
Yeah, because it's a British
Yeah.
colony.
So there's a huge Hong Kong presence in the country of Britain.
The Hong Kongers.
So there's a lot of
My family lives there. Some of my family.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were.
you got a bunch of
I was a Hong-
honkies in your family.
Yeah.
They're
Honkies.
honkies. They're the real
Is it my dad's side
They're
of the
the
family?
honkies.
I have an uncle.
Yo,
and an
that's what
aunt
I'm gonna
in
call the
UK.
Hong Kong people from now. They're honkies.
So
Yo.
one of my classmates in
honkies.
elementary school said that I was Hong Kongese because I was Chinese, and I was like, all right, I'm Hong Kongese now. Then it's kind of cool.
At least you're not Taiwanese. Because right now Taiwan's in a tough pickle.
I mean, Hong Kong's also in a tough pickle too.
Taiwan's
Hong
about
Kong?
to Taiwan's about to get fucked by China.
Hong
don't know
Kong's
if that's
been.
true. Yeah,
I feel like
Hong Kong already got it.
Hong Kong's fucked
No,
by
I said
China.
Taiwan. I meant Taiwan is about to get fucked by China.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I
I feel like Taiwan's
know,
been
man.
getting fucked by China.
don't know.
No, it's about to like really get invaded.
Well, look, we got Ukraine, we got Israel.
Yo, Russia promised Ukraine for years, and guess what? They did it. China promised Taiwan for years. Guess what? They're gonna fucking do it. That's just what countries do. Like these leaders, like Putin and Zhao, like they get pushed to a point because they made that promise, and they get pushed to a point with until they finally have to deliver, and they know they have to deliver, so they're gonna do it. Yo, Xi Jinping is gonna do it. Just
Dude,
Putin is gonna do it. No one thought he was gonna invade Ukraine. Like if before that invasion, someone told you, "Yo, Putin is gonna invade Ukraine," you would laugh at his face. You'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here!" They would never be able to do
if
that.
Putin said that, I'd be like, okay.
He's been saying that for years before he actually invaded Ukraine.
I
That's
think he
been
said
part of
no.
the dude. That's
Well,
been
not like
part.
exactly.
No, that's been part of the
No,
directive.
he said it like in a, I want Ukraine like globally, not like I'm gonna do it in like a few months.
As he was
But what do
petting
you
like
think that
a
actually
puppy.
means? If you can't do it in a peaceful way or a
He
diplomatic
was like
way,
probably petting a puppy when it was happening. You know, like there was a whole thing.
if you
where he was
can't
petting
do it the
puppies and
one
shit.
way where is peaceful, then you're gonna do it another way which is less peaceful. He
Well-
promised he would do it, whether that was peaceful or unpeaceful. But he promised he would do it. That's the point.
Well, look, if you really want to get into Ukrainian politics,
No, I'm not talking about just Ukrainian politics. I'm talking about the idea of like a modern day, like a neo-traditional leader, right?
neo-traditional.
Yeah, that's what I call leaders like Putin and Xi Jinping. They're neo-traditional.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So
It's
like,
dictators, but like now.
yeah. So like if you're a neo-traditional
Funky
leader
modern
and you make
dictators.
long-standing promises that, to a certain level, certain promises can be ignored
Cop
completely.
dictators.
But when it comes to like things that would like tip the balance between power ultimately, and it comes to like to that headlong point where it's either you do it or you're not going to, they plan for it since the beginning of their campaigns. Xi Jinping
Celebrity
knew
dictators.
he would have to fucking take over Taiwan eventually. Like when he rose to power, the people are going to push him to do it one way or another. So he has to do it.
Well,
Just
do-
as
do
Putin
you
was going to be
know-
pushed to invade Ukraine.
Do you know that if Taiwan gets invaded, we are not going to have like computers and phones.
Yeah.
No
And
kidding.
that's, like,
Why do you think this is a huge fucking problem? This could actually be the end of the known world. Like,
I mean, it's
No,
been,
dude,
I
like-
don't know. I feel like we should have like a TikToker president at that point.
you won't have a TikTok.
What?
You won't have a
no,
TikTok.
we would. TikTok is Chinese, remember?
No, I'm saying like there would be like all the phones would like
No, I mean, like at that point, like we
they
should.
wouldn't disappear. But,
Like
you know.
no, I mean, but not for
The
the
cutting edge
president,
stuff.
like not for people higher ups. Like they'd still have access to all this shit.
So
somehow.
that's why Biden is
Yeah,
so
that's
desperate
what
to
they
come
want
out with
to-
this, like, we're going to make an alternative superconductor source so we don't have to rely on extra. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Taiwan makes over 50% of the entire planet's superconductors.
You mean semiconductors?
Semiconductors, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cat did it.
Cat did it.
That's his new favorite spot.
That's awesome.
It's a great spot. Perched, in charge, hydrated.
What a weird looking owl.
Yeah. Mochi's becoming a good cat. You know what? Like, I was
He's
thinking
been a
about
good
Mochi was always a good cat.
Well,
Always been a good cat, Chris.
I was thinking about getting a cat leash and like taking for
oh
walks.
hell yeah! If I had a cat, I would do that.
I think he would appreciate going outside and seeing the outdoors.
I would have.
Some cats do. Yeah.
I would have my cat on a leash, but also have my cat perched on my
You know what
shoulder.
I'm most afraid of? Like, what if I randomly died doing something stupid? And it's like, I'm worried for my cat.
Yeah.
So I have to come up with a plan where just in case, because there's no one else that I
Give
live with.
someone your keys.
Yeah.
But oh no, actually, I tried to convince my dad to go on vacation with, actually go to Hong Kong with us. But
Yeah.
he doesn't want to leave the house because he takes care of all of the pets there. And I'm like,
You could get a sitter.
I have a really reliable bird sitter. She's an expert at birds, and all of my friends have cats. So like, it's all good. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, but it's different. Like, they know me personally. I can't.
I mean, to be fair, those are your friends and not his friends. If he
Yeah.
had those friends, he might.
My
consider
dad
it.
does not have friends.
Well, there's his first.
Sorry,
problem.
Dad. I mean, also, get friends, Dad.
Your dad
Oh.
should be a girlfriend.
He has bird friends apparently. Those
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, he's got one bird friend and one cat friend right now.
See, you think he wants to vacation with his family, but he really wants to vacation with his cat.
Oh no,
and bird.
the bird friend is mine. So it's like they're all my referrals. So he doesn't know
Wow.
anybody. Like I literally
Can't
told my
even
dad.
make his own friends. That's so Sigma.
That's why, like,
That's
oh
so
yeah,
Sigma.
all my friends are just like, oh, I want to hang out with Bo's dad, and I'm just like, yeah, you can hang out with me. Dad doesn't really, he doesn't do
What
anything.
if like your friends like started ditching you to hang out with your dad? How
I would
you
be like,
feel?
fuck yeah, like,
Really?
like just fucking offload everything to him. You know, I have a lot of shit to do too. You know, like I can hang
Sorry,
out with
I'm
my
already
friends.
I'm already planning out this next song. Like, first we have to start out with the drums. I have to start out with the. I'm gonna do that on the DAW and then export it and then put it into the
Word.
machines.
Let's
I'm
write
gonna
about
be like,
Bo's dad.
Yeah.
And then I have to do the. You know, like.
The song is gonna be about a hypothetical situation where dad actually makes friends and he goes to a pool hall and like
Ooh.
starts.
I don't think the song's
Mingling
gonna
with
get done
people.
tonight. This is
That's
gonna be a
fine.
2-day song.
Would your dad wear a leather jacket if he went to
My
the
dad
pool?
used to wear a leather jacket and he used to have a
Oh,
long
yeah.
hair ponytail.
Your dad's gay.
Wow. Did he like ride like a bike or like a moped?
No, he didn't. He had a pretty cool car. It
Ooh.
got stolen. That's
Yeah.
how cool it was.
You know, at least we're not
That's
like.
cool.
At least we're not so lame where we drink wine. We're not old enough. We're not that.
You know
old.
what? I don't
Old people
fucking-
drink wine. I hate those people. Like if I go
I'm
to
so
an
glad I
apartment
stopped drinking
who are
wine.
with
I've
friends
never
hanging
liked
out
it.
and they're drinking wine, I'm like, fuck you, losers, yo. You fucking lame.
I don't think that. It just makes me want to throw up. Like I don't know. I never really liked. I don't know. It's too peaceful. It's not loud.
I just
It's not
don't
that
have an
loud.
opinion on it.
Fucking wine drinkers, grow up. Like, welcome to the 22nd century.
It's all alcohol to me.
Maybe they like them grapes. I don't know.
No. Fuck that. We drink cocktails or scotch.
Cock.
Wine is pussy shit. Fuck you with your ancient
Pussy.
wine.
Dude,
Like-
I have French people in my family. Okay?
Yo, it's just those fucking wine.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about? Like American 20-somethings who get together in their apartments and drink wine together.
Oh, you're
like,
talking about like
fuck
the
you.
hipsters who pretend to be.
Oh yeah, they're all like
adults
standing around the kitchen counter
You know what?
and
Fuck
they're
that
just like.
sweater and,
Even
like,
the-
the
even if
shirt.
they are-
No, they're
Like
just
the
like, oh,
shirt
hey,
and
check out my
sweater.
new vacuum. It can vacuum up macaroni and cheese. And like they just fucking dump a bunch of macaroni and cheese on the floor and then they're just like, check it out. Flip this switch. Whoa, that's fucking crazy. And then they just like drink more wine and like everything's
I mean,
normal.
wait,
Yeah,
hold
even
on.
that-
You said that, but Chris got his new dish drying rack,
Oh yeah, that's true.
and that thing is pretty sick. So I don't know.
My
Maybe
bad.
that vacuum has like a similar.
Look,
effect.
Yes.
yo, first I didn't even.
But it's
I
like
wasn't-
vacuums,
yo,
though.
Shut the. I
Oh
wasn't
wait,
talking
oh wait,
about-
you're a
I
secret
wasn't
wine
talking
drinker,
about
Chris.
vacuums. I wasn't talking about shit. I was talking about wine. As long as we're not
You're
wine.
you're a secret wine drinker, Chris.
I'm not a fucking wine drinker.
He's a secret White Claw drinker.
No, he's such a loud White Claw drinker.
Yo, it's a superfood.
It's a fucking. He's a fucking.
It's 100 calories
He
per
just said
can.
White Claw is a fucking superfood.
It is.
It is 100 calories a can. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's literally brewed like beer or something. It's not a vodka soda.
It's good. White Claw is good shit. White Claw is like pure. It's alien juice.
It's not a superfood for me because
It's like
it makes me feel like
if
shit
elves
now.
got drunk, they would get drunk off White Claw. Like honestly, it sounds like an elven drink. Let me get a pint of White Claw Tavern in Elf Hobbit Keeper. I don't know, whatever. Like,
You ever seen?
Kind of like wine.
You ever
Oh,
seen
fuck you.
or heard of that like parody of Super Size Me, where the guy's like,
Super
okay,
High Me?
No, You remember Super Size Me?
yeah, Super High Me was the parody where he smokes as much weed as he possibly can.
There was a different one where the guy was like, in order to show Jack Daniels is unhealthy, I'm gonna drink nothing but whiskey for a month straight.
Wow.
eat and drink nothing but whiskey for a month
Yeah.
straight.
Then he like calls up like,
Yo, there's so many
they're
people that are like that.
yeah,
though.
I'm gonna drink, whiskey for a month straight to show it's unhealthy. And they're like, yeah, it's fucking unhealthy. What are you doing?
Oh my god. No, that reminds me of that guy who like ate a stick of butter.
We gotta find someone who's stupid enough to do that. Like, you're gonna
Well,
be
that
like,
was
yo,
the parody.
I'm gonna drink nothing but Johnny
No, but
Walker and
like,
eat and
the
drink.
guy who ate the stick of butter and it was just like he had like greasy diarrhea and he was just like shitting like grease out of his asshole for like 2 weeks.
Ugh.
But like, why nobody like you ate a fucking stick of butter? Like,
You know what you
why
need?
would
You
you
gotta
do
give
that?
them at least like a little bit of carb. If you man can literally survive on like a loaf of bread for like a month straight. And you know how I know this? It's because if you look at like the Holocaust, as depressing as it sounds, those prisoners were literally fed like chunks of bread for a month straight. Like that
Barely.
stuff. Yeah, stuff that would normally like you would count as like starvation. They managed to barely survive on for a month straight. That's how I know it can be done. As horrible as it sounds.
hold on.
Yeah, but
Have
it's
you
like
seen
what do
they
you
look like afterwards?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
what
they're like
what
skeleton
like what is
skin people.
surviving
Yeah.
at that point?
They're like
it's like you
straight
can't you
Gollum.
don't even have energy to do anything that you would do as like a normal
I mean,
healthy
they moved
human
like
being.
rocks and stuff. You know.
Yeah,
like-
which is even fucking worse. Like
yeah,
it's
terrible.
like-
It's absolutely
They
horrible.
literally looked like
skeleton people.
like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
yeah.
I think maybe he was even based on a Holocaust survivor.
oh my god.
No,
I think
wasn't. No,
that's-
J.R. Tolkien was World War One, not World War Two. World
no,
War
I
II
mean
was-
in the movie. I don't know about the book.
I'm saying,
Like they modeled,
okay, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you know,
But the author was a World War One veteran, I think.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like they went like to the Holocaust Museum and they're like, "What's like the most fucked up looking like Holocaust victim?" Okay, that's gonna be what he looks like.
Oh my god.
That's Gollum. That's our Gollum.
Yeah,
Like they watched. They watched.
that's
the,
not true.
I have
I'm
like
making
absolutely
this
no
up.
comment on this whatsoever. I'm just like staring into the distance like, huh.
I feel
Well-
like I'm confident enough to be slightly edgy on this podcast now.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
edgy. I think that's just. I don't
No,
know.
I don't think it's edgy. I'm just like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no input. I'm just like visualizing it. And I'm like, fuck. Like,
You know what I do think though, as
Okay.
horrible as it sounds, like, not for the Jews, for anyone but the Jews, World War II was a really fun war.
What? No.
Yes.
I mean, was it better than Vietnam? Probably.
Was it better than World War One? Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
It was a fun war.
But it wasn't as good as like Desert Storm.
well, you know, the
Desert
best,
Storm sucked, dude. Those
the
boys.
most fun war,
Dude,
in my
listen,
opinion.
look,
They did it real
listen,
quick.
listen. Those boys in Desert Storm went to the desert and found nothing but sand and
Yeah.
heat and shit. You know what boys found in World War II? They got to fly to Europe. They got to fuck European girls. They got to like do all sorts of fucking crazy shit that they would never get to do back home in America. Like they got to fucking go out. They literally got to kill people. They got to fuck women.
Dude,
they
you're
got to like
making
steal
this
shit. They got
sound-
to save shit. Like
Like a study abroad.
Dude, the most fun.
that's exactly what it
the
was.
most
to them,
fun
though.
war, I think, in my opinion, is literally just the war within myself because I'm living it and I,
I mean,
get
don't
to
get me wrong,
experience
look,
it. It's
there's
amazing.
dudes that have
Like,
Make it sound fun.
There's dudes in World War II that had really shit jobs. For example, if you were an invading force, if you were a paratrooper, yeah, you were the first in line and you were gonna get mowed down, and it sucked. Like whether you were in Japan or you were in France, it sucked. You were dying. There was death left and right. But when you were in Britain, You know, when you were in like Paris after it was liberated, when you were in like, you know, like those times when you had like your weekend passes, weekend leaves, you had a good time.
Wait, hold on. You're talking like specifically about the Nazi soldiers.
No, I'm talking about like World War II.
Yeah, but I'm saying who was in Paris on weekend.
No, I said in Japan too. Like you had points where there was like a Hawaii port, you know, like.
Bro, in Japan they like went over to China and like raped everyone.
In Japan?
Didn't they?
Yeah.
What?
In World
The
War
Japanese?
II? Yeah.
Well, the Japanese have been doing that since before World War II. They've been doing that since
Right.
like, yeah.
I don't know.
So that
man.
makes it okay.
No, I'm saying that's not.
No,
that's not. That's just a fixture of history at that point.
I'm
Like,
just all I'm saying is like it seems like the people who had the most fun might have been, you know, the bad guys. A little bit.
no.
I don't think the good guys.
First of all, the
That's
good
what
guys.
I'm
got on the
Here,
same
let me
level.
Most fun of my fucking life, just
let me
living my
boil
own
down
fucking
what the
war.
quote unquote good guys, quote unquote good guys, got to do. They got to drop nukes. They got to drop nukes
It's
on
like,
the
it's
bad
like two guys
guys.
who got to drop nukes. It wasn't like
But that's a whole country that got to drop nukes.
They got that contact high, I guess.
That's a whole
LOL.
coalition of
hold
nations.
on. Most people didn't even know that we made nukes. They didn't like.
No, but until we dropped it, it's
Announce
like, hey, didn't you boys hear the war's over? We invented some new kind of bomb. Like,
The Manhattan Project was pretty secret though.
yeah,
Yeah.
until we
So-
actually dropped the bomb, and that's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I love living my life. It's a very wild ride.
Could you imagine like witnessing the footage of that, like after you realized the war was over because of these bombs, and you're like, what's so crazy about these bombs? And then you saw what it does, and you're like, holy shit!
Well, dude, supposedly those bombs are actually not that bad.
Compared to like what? Like hydrogen
So
bomb?
compared to a single bomb, they were pretty bad. But compared to like a regular bombing raid, I think there's like worse bombing raids than like the nuclear bomb.
No,
Yeah,
no.
like I'm telling you, this is like
No.
historical fact.
I mean,
Like I think
what kind
like,
of
the
bomb? What kind of bombing raids are we talking about? Like, are we using
Well,
like
the-
carpet bombs, napalm?
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah. All right.
Like-
I see what you're saying. You know
Like,
what?
the firebombing
Because-
of Dresden, I think, was
because
like
the bombs
much
we
worse
used
scale.
because the bombs we used in Japan during that war were nothing like the nuclear weapons we have now. Like we're talking about like 10 times more destructive nowadays. Like with our nukes, like in modern nukes.
Oh yeah, modern nukes are way worse. But I'm talking about the original ones.
I mean, first of all, a tactical portable backpack nuke is enough to take out all 5 boroughs easily. Like if you set that off within like the center of Manhattan, that could easily affect all 5 boroughs in an instant. Like
Yeah, with the fallout and everything.
yeah. Imagine seeing like a nuke go off in Central Park from Staten Island. That would be so fucking terrifying.
You're only saying that because you live in Staten Island.
Well, yeah, I do. You guys would have to like.
No, I'm gonna go on top of my roof and I don't even think.
Oh,
I'm
that's-
gonna go on the. I'm gonna see it. Yeah, you can see it pretty well.
From Bay Ridge.
You'd be like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Well,
We
okay,
would text each other. It's like, yo, did you guys see the
What
nuke?
text? Well, hold on. Okay, how about this? You see the nuclear explosion, right?
We'd have to use
you
WhatsApp.
you have like 5 seconds. What are you gonna do?
Piss my pants.
Like, okay.
Like I would just pee right there.
I would just be like, "What the fuck is happening?" And like, I don't know, go inside.
Actually, you know what I would do? I would just laugh.
Duck
I'll
and
be
cover.
Like, I'll be like, holy shit, and then be vaporized.
I would go inside. I would probably hide under something and download a Citizen app.
Be like, damn, this thing's not loading.
Yeah, and that would be it.
I mean,
It's all good. Like,
back in the
I wouldn't
60s,
even
they
have
had those
suspected
like
it.
videos that said you should just hide under the desk, and that
Right,
yeah,
which is really good against the nuclear weapon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, it would be safe. No, if I had 5 seconds, I would literally pee my pants. If I was with a girl,
That's solid.
I would make out with her.
I'd pee on the girl.
You're like, oh shit! They just whip out your dick real
Yeah,
quick.
like, I think it's better than both out.
No, honestly, realistic, I'd probably be like, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" Like, "Holy shit,
Yeah,
what the
so
fuck?"
true.
And then we just be died.
Yeah, you wouldn't even
Be
think
died.
about it.
Yeah, like that would be it. Like it would just be like, "Oh, another fucking question in my like daily life," and just you
Yeah.
goodbye.
No, I would straight up say we're done. That would be the last. Like I would say it out loud, like we're done, and then just whoosh, and then we just like
No, but
go
now
to the white place.
now that I've like kind of played the situation out to myself, I feel like I changed my reaction.
Oh.
So like, what would your altered reactions be?
I would straight up say we're done. It's like, yo, we're done, and then just whoosh white out, like you know, like
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Well, now I got way too many possibilities.
That would suck. Like, could you imagine? Like, we get so close to getting to a plane, and then all of a sudden we see the flash of light, and then we feel the rumble coming closer and closer, and I would just be like, "Yo, we're done."
No, I want my final words to be just like "LOL, whoops." Like, well, I guess that's over. Like,
that would be so insane. But to die by a nuke wouldn't be that. That'd be pretty epic. Like, it's better than dying from anything else, to be honest. Like,
I don't know. I mean, if you die, you die.
yeah.
yeah,
Unless it's like torture. It's really the torture part that people
yeah, you're right.
are afraid of.
It was like that's post nuke launch death. Like, whereas you get like acid rain from the fallout, like come and melt your skin off,
Dude,
and
what
then you
if
die
you-
slowly.
what if
You're
you
like,
didn't-
oh,
Yeah, like
shit.
what if you just got like radiation
Yeah,
poisoning and
that
like
would
your
really
skin
suck.
melted?
Yeah,
That
that
would
would
fucking
suck.
suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
Like, you can't be
ass.
like half dead or half alive.
I would want to get
after that
vaporized on the
situation.
blast. Like, I would be like, I would want to be within
And
the
even
yield
so,
to-
like now knowing the repercussions of that shit, like you'd be passing off, like you'd be like you're just cursed. Like it's a generational curse at that point. You might as well just like.
Well, no, at
I would
that
probably,
point-
I would just be like, I would kill myself. Like, what's the point of doing this? Like, I'm
Yeah,
suffering
appa-
and I'm not doing any.
There's
like,
conspiracy
nothing.
theories about
might
like
get mutant
secret
powers.
There have been spies that have
possible.
been sent up as astronauts like before anyone else like even realized, like almost like immediately after World War II, and they were, it was said that they got like cancer immediately because those early rocket ships that had no radiation shielding from the sun's rays, and they just like all died immediately.
No, I'm pretty sure they knew that. No.
You just did it for fun.
Well, they would also
Like-
did a lot of testing on animals. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Russia had like the first dog in space.
yeah.
Like
we knew what animals would be like peeing and pooping in space. Like we recorded all that. That's how we don't have to send human. But you know, I will say this: I do think we recorded sexual activity in space because it was recorded.
that's-
There was, I think it was the Russians or the I don't know. It was either cosmonauts or United States astronauts. They sent a married couple into space intentionally, and you could guess what happened. You know, like they definitely fucked in space,
No,
right?
dude, it honestly pisses me off that some people were already like it's known that there was people who fucked in space, and we don't know who they are.
yeah,
Like,
but there's
they
people-
never officially said it.
But they, you know, they did
That's
it.
fucking bullshit,
But
though.
you know
that is like the 10 Mile High Club, you know? Like,
But you know they did it,
they
right?
are the members.
You know they did it. You know you
Yeah,
fucked
no.
in zero G.
Yeah, everyone.
And you do know that
And it
people
sucks that people
you know,
do know, and they don't say who
You
it is.
do know that humans were assigned to do it for science too.
Yeah.
Like, you know they purposely
like
gotta
sent.
fucking
fuck for-
NDAs and all this shit.
You know
like,
there were
they're in like
people-
the witness protection.
you know there were
program
people
now.
that-
Bullshit. Why can't we know? Why can't
You
they just
know
say
there were
it?
people that were purposely sent into space to fuck. It's like, we need you to go up there in space to fuck, and they're like, "Are you serious? Like, you want?" Like, I'm a lieutenant in the Air Force, and
They're
she
like,
was in
what if-
Navy intelligence. You want us to go into space?
What if
to
you
have
can't
sex?
get a boner in zero G? What if you
Exactly.
just,
That's
like,
why they did it. They
like
were
the
like,
blood
"We got
flow works differently, man. I can't. It's
That's why they did it.
the
They were like,
fucking space cold, dude.
They were like, what if the cum just doesn't go anywhere? Or it's like, what if you can't orgasm because
Yeah.
you're floating? You know, like,
Yeah.
what if it doesn't work?
Girls like, I can't get wet. Like the
Yeah,
radiation's
yeah, yeah.
too
It's
strong.
like, I can't get wet. You know, it's like, it doesn't work. Like,
It's like, is there space lube?
you know they
my
did
God.
it though. You know they did it,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. I want to know who these people are.
Yeah, like they would have
kind
to
of
like do
bullshit.
space
They should be on
lube and
Wikipedia.
stuff.
Like, they should be a
should.
Wikipedia article. Like, we should know exactly how this
We
experiment
want the
went down.
results.
Yeah.
Why don't they publish the results?
Like sex in space, right? Like,
Yeah.
recorded results of experimentate. Like, you have to like, if I was any country, whether I was Russia, China, America,
Yeah, I'd brag
anyone,
about that shit.
you'd have to send humans. It's like, yo, comrade or astronaut or whatever, you have to go in space and fuck for science. You know, like in space.
Listen, but if it turns out that they actually do reveal who did it, just don't say it, because that would like destroy this whole bit. I would
No,
look
like
so
I've
full
never
of
looked
shit.
this shit up. There's not much.
Yeah,
on
but
it.
like if it turns out they did say it, I'd look so bad.
No, I'm sure they
Come
did.
on.
You know what? They could easily do experiments where they don't go in space, but they go high enough in the.
Well, yeah, that's like the Jeff Bezos Virgin Galactic. Like
Yeah,
those people were definitely fucking on that flight, 100%. Like, do you think they weren't?
probably. But why wouldn't they?
Right. Or how about the Concorde? You think people fucked on the Concorde?
I think people would always try to find a way. Certain people would always try to find a way to fuck on a plane because it's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's the mile high. It's
Wait, have you done it?
no.
Because I have.
What?
Yeah.
You had sex on a plane?
You did.
Oh shit! How
Wow.
was that? It probably wasn't that good.
It was hard.
Yeah,
It was like difficult.
it sounds difficult.
Huh. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do it if I ever get the chance.
Yeah. A lot of when you come out, a lot of people will be angry at you. I'll say that much.
Oh, they know you're doing it. They know you're doing it.
Well, I was like, yo, sorry, we were like having an argument. Like I didn't want to.
I have to find a way to do it.
I figured if we go in,
you know what? It has to, first of all, it has to be the right flight, and you got to find a way to do it stealthy. Like first of all, you have to have the girl sitting there on the toilet, like with her pants up, just on the phone, and then like just sitting there to see if anyone walks in with the door unlocked. You know, if no one walks in with the door unlocked, you know, and you're just sitting there for like 30 minutes straight.
You don't have to go that hard.
No, you can though. That's a good way to like.
30 minutes. You could have been at it.
But I'm saying that's how you know that everyone's like sleeping. Or give it like 5 minutes. It's like, all right, if you're 5 minutes in there.
Whoa, I forgot that cat was over there. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's his favorite spot. He's like the sniper. He's the kitty sniper.
Dude, all you gotta do is just basically get in line. Like
Angel
she gets like you or her get in, and then the other person's in line, and then you like knock on the door, and then they open the door and they let you in, and it doesn't look like anything until like you come out and there's another line of people.
No shit.
And they're like, there's fucking 2 people in there. There's motherfuckers.
You know what? I don't think I would ever want to fuck on an airplane.
I'd just been like, nah, we're doing blow. We're doing blow, guys.
I want to fuck in space. I think fucking in space would be the best thing in the world, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Dimitri, wouldn't you want to fuck in space?
If I got the chance, I'd take it.
Would you do it? Would you fuck in space?
Yeah.
What if like you were with a guy like me and no girl, and then I was like, Dimitri, you got a chance to fuck in space? Are you gonna fuck?
You want like 69 at that point?
That's how you can do each other. Just to see, we're never gonna get this chance with a woman. We might as well do it.
It's like okay, I'll fuck you in the ass first, and then it's like, okay, my turn. You're like, yeah, okay, buddy.
Oh that would be such a shitty accomplishment. It's like, god damn it. But no, it would suck with a guy. No, there has to be other things we could do in space, like first dudes to, I don't know, like.
Oh, okay. Now you're bringing up the second good point. First gay sex in space. Has that happened?
I bet it's all happened, like gay sex, butt sex, 69. I bet they did it all for science. Like
all those aliens, they probably fucked the aliens.
I bet they did everything. Yeah. Because why wouldn't they do everything? They have to.
I don't know, man.
The dumbest shit though. I was like looking at it, like they just say, oh yeah, the most convenient thing to do it. The best way to do it is with a rubber band.
If you were a nation with capable of space flight technology, and you had the ability to send 2 humans, one male, one female human, up into space, would you not force them to like do every sort of act they could, like in space, like?
Yeah, that's what they do. That's why they send them there.
Exactly. I think so too. They have to. It's like I could
They're
imagine.
on a mission.
Yeah, that's their mission. Wait.
So then we still need the 15th first child conceived in space.
Yes, yo, I bet that's happened. I bet you.
I could believe it.
I bet you that's happened. It hasn't been recorded, but I bet you it's happened.
Yeah, they're like, where were you born? Space, motherfucker.
Everything was so not specific when I looked it up. Like, I
had
no idea.
They were all like, yo.
But like, why are they keeping it from us? What's wrong with us
Maybe
knowing?
Because, all right, there's multiple possibilities. It's because A, it's too possible. As in, like, it's so plausible. It's so plausible where we could live out our entire. Or B, it's just impossible, and they don't want.
I think they just want to like protect their privacy or some bullshit.
Okay, but you think it's possible?
Yeah, I feel like for like the first thing I thought of was they probably wanted to protect their privacy.
All right, Dimitri, as a man of science,
as soon as they land, everyone's gonna high five.
As a man of science,
shit out of them.
As a man of science, theoretically, do you think it would be possible to sustain a whole like conceivement and birth in space?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Why wouldn't they? I mean, you need gravity.
You just need like equipment in case there's like complications. Or something.
Also, artificial gravity helps, right? If you're like in a space station.
I don't think do we have artificial gravity?
You could generate artificial gravity by creating spin.
Yeah, but we don't have that. That's not like a
we
thing.
don't.
I don't think
that's like isn't that like a Star Trek thing?
Yeah, it's like a sci-fi.
Wait, we don't have something that could generate like spin and create artificial gravity.
As far as I know, that's not.
Like you ever see those carnival rides where you spin?
Yeah, but it's outwards.
Yeah, centripetal force.
Yeah, centripetal force. We don't have that in space.
I don't think there is such an existing spacecraft.
Shit.
As because it would have to work with whatever.
It would have been like a famous ass spacecraft.
So there's no such thing as artificial gravity?
No.
Shit.
Yeah, because you need to have gravity in order to have the artificial part of the artificial gravity.
No, it's centripetal force. You're spinning it, and it's
but that's like Earth gravity though. Like if you're trying to do that shit in space,
it'll work. You just gotta spin it at the correct.
You have to do all the other calculations to keep it
Yeah, so you'd have to
going.
spin at the appropriate thing.
Yeah.
I think you'd run into a lot of issues with like mass distribution.
Yeah.
So like if you
Yeah,
have,
that
like,
was the thing. I was
everyone
like,
in
it's
one
not the same gravity that we
thing,
have here.
Well, it's just gonna fuck the spacecraft up.
Yeah.
Because now like you're gonna have it's like, you know, it's gonna like start jiggling.
Literally everything
hate
is
that.
just by Earth standards, and when you're
I
off
hate it
of
when my
Earth, everything
spaceship
is different.
jiggles.
Like once you're off of Earth,
Right.
everything is different pretty much.
All right,
When
do
you're
you-
out of here.
Did you ever get mad at like a sci-fi movie for having such unrealistic space shit?
No, I know they're gonna be like that going into it.
I feel the same way about.
I can't like.
I feel
even
the
say
same way
anything.
about sword movies. You know, it's like sword fights in movies. I'm like, I know it's a movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's all stupid bullshit.
Dude, growing up, my dad, because he knows martial arts, every fucking movie I'd ever watch, he'd be like, "Oh, it's bullshit. Like, you can't fight like that."
That's
I'd
true,
be like,
though.
"God
Yeah.
damn it, I'm trying to like have a good time."
No, I noticed that like early on, but like
Like,
that's
it's
why my
true,
dad
not-
thought those were like entertaining. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just the thing is, it's like, some stuff pull it off like really well. Like John Wick. I think John Wick was fucking nuts.
That's true.
And some things don't do it well. Like, but that pull off something else really well. Like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah.
That was the first martial arts movie I think to win an Oscar.
Really.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
And Michelle Yeoh was in that, and she is like she is the boss lady. Everyone loves that bitch. She is, you know, yo, Bo, do you know who Michelle Yeoh is?
Yeah.
She is like hardcore. Like fuck Lucy Liu compared to Michelle. Michelle Yeoh is like the real deal.
I mean,
like
I
the-
don't know anything about Lucy Liu. So.
Yeah, I didn't really. I don't know. She didn't ever seem like a.
She broke
person
into
to
like
be
she broke into the American market a lot earlier.
Lucy
than
Liu's
people.
also like a visual artist, and I didn't realize, but it's still very underwhelming to me.
So
like,
is Yoko Ono.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Who likes that?
Nah, Michelle Yeoh is the boss lady. She's the boss bitch.
Hell yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
yep.
Fuck that.
That-
I don't like that movie at all.
What?
I hate
Yeah,
that
that's
movie.
that's always my response.
Am
Like
cry.
what?
I don't like that fucking movie.
As a white person, I feel bad.
As an Asian person that grew up on Staten Island and PTSD lands around a bunch of weird people,
No,
I
Staten
love
Island does
everything
not
everywhere
know
all
what
at
real
once.
American life like that is like.
You guys are in between the mainland and like the cool New York City land.
I always felt like I was in limbo.
You are in limbo.
Limbo, haha.
Limbo.
I
I love Staten Island though. Staten Island is
fucking
like
hate Staten Island.
I love it. It's a sick
Well,
place.
that's why you live here and you don't.
Yeah.
I love it. But I would move. I would totally move to Japan. There's so many things like calling me there.
Really.
Yeah, I just gotta learn the
It's
language.
autism land there now.
Just watch anime, bro. Just watch King of the Hill.
Just
I'm
watch
talking
King of
to
the
this
Hill.
girl who lives in Japan, and she like teaches kids there.
Yeah.
And she was telling me, she was like, I could speak the language, but like I can't read. And it's just like, I think that's like so cute. Like it's sexy. Like, I'm so literate. Oh, and I'm like, I was like, damn, it's really funny.
You know somebody? That's not Dolly, right?
No.
It's different. Yeah, like a lot of the people that I know who moved to Japan are all teachers.
Yeah.
That's
what else?
the move.
Yeah,
What else are you gonna do there as an English speaker except teach English? Because they
and
all want
business
to.
About-
business people.
About be awesome. Just exist as like the token white person.
Be a
Just get invited to
TikToker.
like token white people shit.
To token American.
Go Instagram live.
Yeah, just be the American.
Just be an
Japanese people think
influencer.
You are.
Just be an influencer. They're needed everywhere.
If I went to Japan, I'd have to go there with a lot of money, like at least like $1 million. Like I would want to go there with like some serious cash, so I don't have to deal with people's shit. Cause like I'm already Asian, so it's like
hold on. Japan is like the society where you have to deal with people's shit, from what I understand.
yeah. But if I have enough money,
Like even with money.
And it's also a very different culture there.
I
Like
think-
you're going to like people are gonna know that you're like absolutely foreigner,
Yeah.
and there's gonna be a lot of stigma
you're
around
Asian,
that.
so you might get away with some shit. For
I
me,
think-
it's like they're gonna be like,
Honestly,
yo,
I
fuck
think
this
it would
guy.
make it worse on
No,
Asians.
it's
who
gonna be
move
like
there.
they're
Guy
gonna
probably
worship.
likes anime.
First of all, they're gonna worship you. They're gonna worship you just by looking at you. They're gonna look at me. They're gonna be like, "Oh, fuck this degenerate," and I'm gonna have to tell them it's like, "No, I'm American," and they're gonna be like, "Oh, okay."
No,
They're
they'll
gonna
be
discriminate.
really fucking surprised because that's not what they think of when they think of
No,
America.
that's exactly what it's like. When they think of Americans, they think Americans are awesome. They want to hang out with
Dude, that
Americans.
reminds me of the funniest fucking shit. When I went to India, I went with like one of my Asian friends, but he's like from America, and all the like Indian people are like, "Oh my God, you're from America." I like did not care about him.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, bro, he's from America too.
No, they don't give a
They're
fuck.
like, yeah, okay.
That's so weird. Yeah,
no, that's exactly
like,
how.
literally from the same
That's
area.
that's
When
exactly
I
how it'd be
go
in
home,
Japan. Like
it's
if I
never
was
like
hanging
that.
out with you in Japan, all the girls
Right.
would come to you.
That'd be super weird.
And then they would be like, "Oh, you're American," and they would look at me and they're like, "Oh, he's
Like-
probably just his connect here, you know,
Well,
his
I mean-
plug."
Even weirder, I think he was born here, and I actually wasn't born in America. So,
Yeah,
like,
no,
extra
but you know
funny.
what? I'm cool with it. I would like to go to a place like Japan and be low key where people wouldn't notice me. I would love to just observe, like in the like they would look at me on the surface and be like, he's just another Japanese guy. Until they come and try to talk to me, then I would look like a retard to them. I'll be like, arigato, whatever. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if I like admit
Yeah,
that I
too.
don't really watch anime and I don't know any Japanese in Japan,
No, you could just
people
tell
would just
them-
be like, "What the fuck?"
First
like,
of all, you could just tell them you're Chinese, but you're not educated Chinese.
yeah,
You're not like-
I'm stupid American Chinese.
Because like I go
ABC.
look, I go to sword class.
He is
I go to sword class.
SBC.
With, I go to sword class with Chinese immigrants, and those kids are smart. Like a lot of those Chinese kids speak Japanese fluently, and they could read the kanji because all.
If
kanji,
I grew up in China, I'd be so much smarter.
all kanji is Chinese. So those Chinese immigrant kids that I do sword with, like they're in their 20s now. Dude, they're
Right.
geniuses.
Yeah.
All of them. They're like
Wait, how good are
borderline.
they sword? How good are they at sword?
Oh, well, I mean, look, they're good.
Don't-
They-
like they might watch this podcast.
no,
Hold on.
listen. They're hard workers, but they know
Well, I
like.
mean,
I'm
like, are
good
they
too.
like beginners or something, or is it like they studied for a while?
No, I just did it longer. But if they do it as long as I have, then they're gonna get really
Yeah,
good.
okay, that makes sense.
They're gonna get really, really good. I have just as much faith in them as I would have when I was at their phase in training. You know, like
Right.
I think they're gonna get really good because the Chinese kids are also dedicated.
Ooh.
Because I was dedicated, that's how I got good, and they're dedicated. Yeah, they may not be that good now, but they're gonna get really good.
Oh,
if
I
they
didn't
stay
show you
dedicated.
I have a karate video of me when I was little. It was I was doing my white belt test, and I was like in first or second
Yo,
grade.
I'll fight you in a karate fight.
Bro.
I used to love doing that shit,
Yo,
but
let's
I don't
it.
really do it anymore.
I think you might have an
I used to
unfair.
spar a lot.
You might have an unfair advantage against me because
Yeah,
you're older
that's
than me.
how it was. They used
You're,
to call me Mulan.
you're technically older than me, but I think I could pull through and I might be able to beat you with my karate.
I mean,
used to be-
technically speaking, any adult male. will
Don't be sexist.
probably-
If technique could beat gender,
I mean, unless she like fucking like kicks you in the nuts and gets an opening move, I'm not sure how else it's gonna work.
I'll just do it right now.
but that's a very good move. That's a logical.
Mic tap.
No, that's a perfectly fine move. If my nuts are open, if my nuts are open in a fight, I deserve to get my nuts
Right,
hit.
exactly.
You know, like if my throat is open in a fight, I deserve to get my throat punched. That's just how a fight is.
Go for
Like-
the throat, Bo. Go for the throat.
I'll do it. Not right now though.
Bo for the throat.
Nah.
Boat.
I don't believe in violence though. You know what? If someone like Bo ever tried to go for my throat, I would effortlessly dodge it, and then I would push her, like I would shove her away, where she's like going away from my body, and I would run away. I would just run away like a coward.
Wow.
'Cause if a girl tried to fight me, I would just like shove her so hard she falls in her ass, and I would just run away so she can't hurt
And
me.
what if she like starts crying and then you come up to her and then she gets your throat again?
No, I wouldn't.
He would never come back to me if I was
back.
crying. Never.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Based.
If a girl tries to fight me, my main strategy is use all my manly strength to shove them away as far as possible and run. Like, because I'm not gonna fight them. I can't fight a girl, and I can't like stay there and dodge their hits. So I gotta run.
Wait, do you have? Well, for who would you not use that strategy? Old people? Like,
Someone who could actually kill me.
why would you do that? You'd actually fight them?
What?
Would you actually fight them?
Yeah, because if I don't fight them, they'll kill me.
Or like in like a gun, or like just physically?
A knife, a gun, or they want to like strangle me. I would have to like use.
I would think at that point you'd have more incentive to run away. Well, not a gun, but like a knife. Yeah.
I think strangling a man is dangerous because if both your hands are on the neck, right?
Yeah, he can do other shit. Yeah.
that leaves your hands free to like grab his chin, the back of his head, and just snap his neck. You know, like it doesn't take that much force.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't.
You can imagine it though, right?
I don't know. Never really like wiggled people's heads like that.
I'll let you wiggle my head to kind of feel what it would feel like. Just don't actually
You
snap
guys should
my
just
neck.
kiss already.
Wow.
Bo, you want to feel my wobbly head too, to see how easy it is to break a man's neck? Like, once you see how loose a person's joint is, like, you're gonna be like,
I felt many a head. It's fine.
like, you could literally twist a person's head face 180, and
I
like,
could have killed a lot of
you
people.
could, like, yeah, you could kill people that way.
Damn,
what
are these lives you guys are leading?
I don't know.
It's physics. You're a man of science, right? Do you like that one bit of neck is not that strong compared to like your hands and your arms?
I guess. I don't know. I'll just keep it in mind if I ever need to like.
The only way, like I said, it's stupid to use your hands to strangle a man, a grown ass man.
Right.
I could have snapped all of my ex-boyfriends' necks.
I mean, dude, it's stupid to like strangle anyone unless you're fucking, like, you know.
Or maybe not. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not that easy. No, maybe it's not that easy to snap a person's neck. Maybe you need leverage. Maybe you need ground force.
Like, I don't know, man. It just, any way you say it, I'm just gonna not know.
But you don't even have to
I
snap
don't
their
know.
necks. You could jam your finger in their eye.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Yeah.
like a million ways to die. Choose one. You know.
Yeah, you're right. You would do anything to survive at the end of the day.
I was gonna say, I thought of this like a billion years ago, but I wanted to let this conversation run out. But now I could say it. First fight in space. Has it happened?
They
Probably.
They probably did like Greco wrestling in space.
They probably did
all that
so many fucking
No, but
things
I
in
mean like
space.
real like, yo, I'm fucking pissed at this guy. I'm gonna fucking beat his ass like in space. Like, and you like punch him and you like
Beef
fly
in
away.
space.
You know what I think it happened?
He like flies away.
You know what I think had happened? It would have been like they came into the immediate disagreement. They couldn't come to an impasse, and the guy just slaps him. Is like, and the girl like or the other person like by was like, hey, and then the other guy like swings at him, and they're all like grabbing each other,
like,
and, like
they're also
and
floating.
then
so
and then
does it
suddenly
really work?
the rest of the crew like comes floating in, like it's like trying to break it up and say, hey, cool it.
I want to organize. I want to organize
I bet you that's happened.
I want
many
to
times.
organize the first bar fight in space because you cover a lot of scenarios all at once.
No, but I bet you that's happened. Like where two guys got into disagreement, they were
Yeah,
just
that's
scrapping
what I'm
it.
saying.
But then the rest of the crew immediately jumps in, like, "What the fuck are you doing, you fucking idiot?"
Fucking
Like,
space.
you
You goddamn
retard.
ass.
Like,
bar
I'd
fights
be like-
in space.
Like, watch you back. I'll eject you. Better don't go out of that spacewalk alone, motherfucker. See what
yeah.
happens.
It's like I'm gonna fuck with that airlock. Just you watch. The minute you have to use it, you're
You ever
done.
seen 2001, bitch? You ever seen 2001?
No, but that's it. They don't have access to alcohol unless some guy sneaks it. You know what? I bet science
Okay,
provided.
first
I
drink
bet
in
they.
space.
Yeah, I bet they provided
First
alcohol
White
just
Claw
to see.
in
It's like,
space.
what is it like?
Well, it's
Report.
gonna float like a bubble.
Like, what is it like to get drunk in space? Like, report everything. Report every sensation.
Yeah.
They probably did ganja. They probably did shrooms. They probably did acid. They probably did controlled acid use in space.
yeah.
Bro, they probably talk to like the best three-dimensional, like
But also-
six-dimensional beings.
I bet you there's an astronaut that's
space.
good that specializes in doing drugs in space. I bet they have a specialized.
I feel like for the most part they like use test animals for these things.
At first,
Why?
but then eventually they do it with humans. They're like,
Yeah,
we
like,
got to
why
see
the
what
fuck would
happens
you do that?
with a human on LSD in a space station like the ISS.
Yeah, who was the first person to boof something in space?
Who's the first person to jack off in space? Honestly, that's what I want to know.
These are such great questions that we technically have answers to.
But we don't never get.
And we'll know, maybe someday we'll get them. Dude,
There's
okay,
some-
you know what? Fuck it.
You know
if
what?
I ever become president, I'm releasing these fucking records.
There's some answers we probably do
I
get,
don't give a
like
fuck.
like the first person to play Game Boy in space, the first person to play like Minecraft in space, the first person to listen to Nirvana in space. Like these are questions that we probably have answers to, which are pretty cool.
I don't even know.
Like imagine the first person to play electric guitar in space. That would be sick. I would
Yeah.
love to play electric guitar in space. Like
You better
holy
be
shit.
fucking good though.
You play Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
it's a good person.
Oh no!
You gotta
Wow.
be like, yo, really?
Like really?
As a joke, you have to. And
Yeah.
then you play
Like,
like
you have so much
you
responsibility.
play Freebird,
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall.
and then you
Yeah,
play.
like first
I wish
acoustic
you
guitar
could
in
step
space
back
before-
from that
Yeah.
ledge, my friend.
No, and also fucking Major Tom, obviously.
If it was me in space
that's
with
cliche.
it, if I had
I like
if I had an
Wonderwall
acoustic guitar in space, I would play Sublime. I would play like dun, 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 dun. I'll play What I Got. I would play like some gay ass Sublime song, and by gay I mean happy, not strictly homosexual.
Yeah, of course. Getting canceled.
I'm not a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. I'm a Sublime guy. You know, I just want to put that out there.
Is there like a dichotomy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, why not both?
There's the
Yeah.
two genders. You're either Sublime or Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Well, in that case, I'm Sublime
I'm
all
Sublime
the way.
all the way.
Well,
yeah.
that
Fuck
just
Red Hot
makes
Chili
sense for
Peppers.
me, so I guess I won't argue with that.
I guess we have to cover Sublime instead of Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know what? Just for that, I think we should Circle Cash should cover Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, yeah, I know a lot of
Which
songs
one?
by them.
Under the Bridge.
Under the Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should cover Under the Bridge. And yeah, I think that'll get us a lot of hits too, which is funny and fucked up, but it will.
I think Bo would sound good on it, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
How does it go again?
I'm not going to sing it.
Yo, what time are we at on the podcast?
I don't know. Where does it say it?
Bottom.
Check it out,
Next
it's
to the red
Baby
circle.
Bo.
I don't know. Click the
Look, it's Baby Bo.
Fuck Baby Bo. Oh wow, you sucked at karate.
Oh, I see.
Well, maybe not. That white boy next to you sucks at karate.
Yo.
I was better than all these guys. I was very still.
Oh yeah, we're at 15 minutes past time anyway. Anyway, yeah, we'll watch some of this karate. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Fuck
bye.
you.
In space.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.